welcome to New Beginnings Kids Ministry Online. I'm your web host Austin, and we have a great service planned for you guys today. Today, you're going to learn about a boy named David who didn't let fear stop him from doing something great. But right now, we're going to pass it off to Aaron and Holly, and they're going to play a fun game that you guys can play along with.
Hi, my name is Holly, and this is Pastor Aaron.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to be playing a game called Chocolate Chip or Oatmeal Raisin, where we're guessing what kind of cookie we're looking at. Are you ready?
I love chocolate chip cookies. This is going to be so easy. You're going to lose, I'm going to win.
Girl, I think I'm going to win because I don't like raisins and I could spot an oatmeal raisin cookie anywhere.
Yeah,
Are you ready? Ready? Let's get started.
Ooh,
I think that's an oatmeal raisin. I think that's an oatmeal raisin.
Yep.
Oh, we're right. So who gets that point? We each get one? We each got one. 1-1. I think that's chocolate chip. Definitely. It's smooth. That's a chocolate chip. Oh, it is a chocolate chip. 2-1. I think you said I was going down. Okay, here you go.
Oatmeal raisin, definitely.
Lumpy. That is oatmeal raisin. I agree. Oh, that's a chocolate chip cookie? That person needs to use more flour, I think. What is this now?
Chocolate chip.
Oh gosh, now I'm not even sure anymore. Chocolate, no, I'm gonna say oatmeal raisin. Those are big chocolate chips. It's oatmeal raisin. Oh, wait, what did I say? I said oatmeal raisin, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even know what the score is, but I think I'm winning.
You're
I think
winning.
it's 3-1. Okay.
Chocolate chip.
Oh gosh, I'm so confused. I think that's oatmeal raisin again. Those are really dark. All right, here we go. This is the last one. Oh, it is oatmeal raisin. I think I won. It's 3-1, Holly. I'm sorry, girl. But you can tune in this Thursday where we actually learn how to make your favorite cookie, chocolate chip cookies.
Yummy.
Thanks for playing with us, guys.
Wow, that was an awesome game, guys. I could really go for some fresh baked cookies right now. In fact, we're going to be showing you guys this Thursday how you can make some chocolate chip cookies, so don't forget to subscribe to our New Beginnings YouTube channel. We're going to be going into our Bible story right now, so don't forget to grab your Bibles and open up to 1 Samuel chapter 17. In the meantime, we're going to check in with Professor Toast to see what kind of awesome experiment she has going on this week.
Hello, everybody. I am Professor Toast, and we are about to hear an awesome Bible story about how to show confidence when we feel fearful. But stay tuned, because after that, we are going to try to do something that seems impossible. Let's find out what a glass jar, some boiled eggs, and a lighter all have in common.
Today's Bible story is found in 1 Samuel chapter 17, and it's about a boy named David. He was just a regular guy, just like me or you. He had 7 older brothers who were all really tall and really strong, and they were all sent out to go fight in a war. The war was against the Israelites and the Philistines. The Israelites were the good guys, and the Philistines weren't so very nice. In fact, they wanted to destroy the Israelites. Well, unlike his brothers, David had to stay back at home, where he played an instrument for the king and had to shovel up sheep poop for his dad. Well, the Philistines had a new bully of their own. He was a champion. His name was Goliath. In fact, he stood over 9 feet tall. He had bronze armor on and carried a huge sword. And he taunted all of the Israelites, saying, if one of you guys can come and beat me, I'll become your slave. But I know none of you can. And for 40 days, he continued to yell things to the Israelites and scare them all. Well, a lot of people were scared of him. The Israelite army was afraid. All of David's brothers were afraid. In fact, the king was even afraid. He didn't know what to do. Everyone was scared. One day, David's dad called him in from the fields and asked him to go take lunch to all of his brothers. So, David, being the good kid that he was, went and took his brothers' lunch. Well, when he got there, he heard the giant yelling at all the Israelites. He was yelling out to them, "Someone come and fight me." Well, David heard this and decided, I can do this. When he started telling the Israelite army that he could do it, they all started to laugh at him. They said, "You're too young to do this." His brothers looked at him and said, "Shouldn't you be taking care of the sheep?" Well, David wouldn't let go of it and wouldn't back down. Even the king told him, "You're just a boy." But David said, "God will help me through this. God will let me win this war." So they gave David a bunch of armor. They put bronze chest plate on him, gave him a sword. But David didn't want any of that. He wasn't used to any of that. Instead, he went and picked up 5 stones. He grabbed his sling and he grabbed his staff and he walked out to go and fight Goliath. Goliath looked at David and laughed. And right now, if you guys have your Bibles with you, you guys can open up to 1 Samuel chapter 17 and read along with me. Verse 42. It says, "He looked at David and saw that he was only a boy, and he despised him. He said to David, 'Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?' And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. 'Come here,' he said, 'and I'll give your flesh to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field.' David said to the Philistine, 'You come against me with sword, a spear, and a javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied.'" Now you see, the war didn't stop there. David took out his sling, he grabbed a stone, and he pulled back and let go. And the moment he let go, the stone hit Goliath right in the forehead, and Goliath went down. In the middle of all that chaos of the Israelites and the Philistines, everyone was afraid but David. David had inward peace and outward confidence that he could beat Goliath because of God. Now, I remember back in 2015, I went out of the country and was on a missions trip where I got to tell people about Jesus. And as I was there, we got in a car accident and we were in a dangerous part of the country. Well, everyone around us started to panic because we could get robbed, something bad could happen. But I knew that day God was telling us we would be okay. That same kind of confidence that I had, David also had. And he knew that everything was going to be okay because he had God in his heart. And right now, as you guys are at home, as you guys are taking this time to be at home with your families, maybe you guys are seeing people have fear. Maybe you guys hear people on the news having fear. Maybe some of your friends or family have that. But I want to challenge you guys. As you guys take this time at home, I want to challenge you guys to pray that you guys not only have peace with you, but you guys have the same peace and the same kind of faith that David did. You see, when everyone else was panicking, David didn't. He continued to have that inward peace and that outward confidence. All right, now we're going to go ahead and head back to Professor Toast and see what he's going to be doing with that crazy experiment.
Wow, that guy David sure is incredible. But you know what's even more incredible? Having God on our side. Because when we have God on our side, he gives us inner peace and outward confidence, and that allows us to accomplish the impossible. And right now, we're gonna do just that, because we're gonna see if we can fit one of these boiled eggs inside this glass jar. Now you might be thinking, Professor Toast, you're crazy, this isn't gonna fit. But like I said, when we put our trust in God, he helps us accomplish the impossible. So are you ready to try it out with me? All right, let's do it. So first, I'm gonna put my safety goggles on, and remember kids, leave the experiments for Professor Toast because we don't want any of you turning into burnt toast out there. And we're gonna try to see if this works. All right, let's get this piece of paper in, and I'm gonna light it. All right, time to shine. It's going. And booyah, we got that egg in the jar. How incredible was that? Like I said, kids, having trust in God is all it takes because we get that inward peace, that outward confidence, and we can accomplish impossible things. All right, let's get back to our web host and we'll see you next week.
Isn't it great to know that even in the middle of what feels like a war, we can still have peace? God can give us faith and take away our fear. And just like Lindsay said, we want to challenge you guys to make sure you're praying for people to lean into God and to have faith just like David did. Well, I really enjoyed being your guys' web host today. I can't wait to see you all again soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye.